Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, July 31st. Well, another day here in the Mid-Atlantic region with high temperatures probably holding in the 80s throughout much of the region. There will be some sun, some clouds, and chance for some scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Probably a better chance of some shower and thunderstorm activity on Wednesday afternoon and evening. In fact, some of those storms tomorrow can be quite strong here in the Mid-Atlantic region. The rain threat will diminish a little bit on Thursday and will kind of evolve into a rather hot and humid, typical air mass for this time of the year, with highs right around 90 or perhaps a little bit higher than 90 on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with a slight chance of another shower or thunderstorm on each of those days. Well, before we get to the local weather, let's take a look at the tropics. We're starting now to slowly get more and more active as we approach the peak of the tropical season, which generally occurs around the middle part of September. The month of September is, on average, climatologically speaking, the most active month. And there are a couple different ways to look at this one right here we pointed out yesterday. This is using a colorized infrared image from the University of Wisconsin. And right here is a wave down in the northeastern part of the Caribbean. Here's the country of Cuba, and here's the state of Florida right here. And so we have to monitor this particular wave over the next few days. It doesn't look like it'll become anything too serious, but we'll continue to monitor. Then way out here over the Atlantic and moving westward is another wave we'll have to monitor. Still has quite a ways to travel before it even reaches the Caribbean. But there are two waves right now of interest as we slowly get a little more active in terms of the Atlantic tropical season. Well, let's look at the latest U.S. surface map, and again we have lots of fronts to deal with here in the eastern part of the country. Here's one such front that has a wave of low pressure down across the Carolinas. Another front that looks like a nice strong cold front, but it will not exactly cool us off over the next several days. In fact, both of these fronts will just kind of dissipate here in the northeast. This particular wave of low pressure is enhancing the shower and thunderstorm activity right now over the Carolinas and points to the east offshore, but that's for the most part moving away. Pretty much weak high pressure and weak frontal systems rule the mid-Atlantic situation here. Now, meanwhile, there's still a strong southwesterly monsoonal flow going into parts of the desert southwest, and places like western Arizona and southeastern California can actually get several inches of rain today, as the monsoonal moisture is a little bit more than normal this time of the year, and they can get some heavy rain later on today. Meanwhile, they're continuing to bake out here in the south central U.S. Places like Oklahoma and Texas will again have many readings in triple digits, 100 plus degrees. Here's an infrared satellite loop of the continental U.S., and way off to the southeast here over Dominican Republic and Haiti is that tropical wave. We'll monitor that as it continues to move west to northwest. There's a batch of nice showers and thunderstorms here in the southeastern U.S., and this is probably the best chance of severe weather today down here across the southeastern U.S. Just some broiling sunshine here across the state of Texas and Oklahoma. Kind of see the circulation around this high pressure area that's centered right over Texas. And this is the subtropical moisture headed into the desert southwest, a monsoonal flow. And again, they can get heavy showers and thunderstorms later on today, places like western Arizona and southeastern California. Another couple of frontal systems on the northern peripheral of this high pressure system here over the Great Lakes and over the northern plains. Well, while there is a good chance of a shower or thunderstorm scattered about this afternoon and evening here in the Mid-Atlantic region, probably a better shot occurs tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon and evening. So we'll take a look at a computer forecast map for tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, as well as tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening, from last night's 0Z GFS run. And here is the computer forecast map for tomorrow morning. A couple different waves of low pressure, one over here off of the New England coast, another one here over the southeastern coast. Rather weak systems here, but there is a little batch of showers and thunderstorms perhaps depicted by the GFS model early tomorrow. Now let's take a look at later tomorrow. And by later tomorrow, the GFS is putting out a decent amount of precipitation, really up and down the I-95 corridor. And again, it looks like tomorrow afternoon and evening probably gives us perhaps the best threat of the next few days for showers and thunderstorms here in the Mid-Atlantic, and some of those storms can be on the strong side. Most of the activity over the next 48 hours or so will be slow moving with very weak upper level winds. So any shower or thunderstorm that does occur can put down quite a bit of rain over a short period of time because it will be so slow moving. That pattern will continue for the next several days. So that's it for now for the SIweather.com. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.